Chancellor, and welcome to the degree ceremony for the Brighton graduates for the Open University. By the powers vested in me, I now declare this graduation ceremony open. But the most important thing I want to tell you this morning is that this is a moment to really celebrate. I'm not very impressed so far with the level of noise in this auditorium, so we're going to have to do a lot better. I thought you looked quite rowdy when I was outside in the foyer, but you seem to have gone very, very alarmingly quiet. So I'd like to start by you showing me just how noisy we can get. Let's have a first round of applause for our incredible graduates. Okay, that's a bit better, but I need you to keep that up through the whole ceremony. You've done the really hard work, you've done the really serious work, and while this is a serious occasion and what you've done is a significant achievement, this should not be a very serious moment. We should make sure that it's lively and that it's full of love and joy, which I know is what you all feel for having completed this mammoth achievement. So please don't feel like you have to hold back when you come across the stage. Sometimes it looks as though the most nerve-wracking thing you've had to do with the Open University is walk across this stage. Please don't be frightened. Smile, wave, make sure that you live it and love it because you've really done something incredible in getting here. We're also thrilled to welcome our honorary graduate today, Gamil, who's going to be given his award midpoint in the ceremony, and is somebody that's done a huge amount for diversity and inclusion, something so very close to the Open University's heart. But I won't steal his thunder for later. So we'll have two parts to the ceremony, with a break in the middle where we give our deserving honorary graduate his award. And as I said, let's not forget that the Open University is a very special place. This isn't a place that has high, difficult, horrible buildings that you have to navigate or difficult, horrible exams you have to get in. This is a university for everyone. So let's make this degree ceremony for everyone as well and make sure we raise the roof here in Brighton. Don't clap me. Don't clap me. We'll wait to clap you.
Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctorate in Education, I present to you, for a thesis entitled Students on Hold, Part-Time Distance Learner Experiences of Unplanned Deferral, Linda Robson. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Art History, Sarah Grabauskas. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Lucy Dayton. Ali Domini. For the MA in History, Sophie Watts. Len Sutherland. For the degree of Master of Arts Open, I present Eleanor Price. For the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy, I present Peter Cotton. For the degree of Master of Arts in Translation, I present Simon Parkin. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Maria Palmieri. Tracy Saunders. Angela Stokes. Zoe Winton-Jones and Teddy. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Leadership Practice, I present Amy Jones. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Elizabeth Moore. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing, I present Faiz Kioth. For the degree of Master of Science in Engineering, I present Nicholas Draper. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Management, I present George Baiato. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics, I present Shafkat Arman. Danica Shayev. Karen Mara. For the degree of Master of Science in Psychology, I present Angela Fantis. Sarah Simons. Claire Renison. And for the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Harriet Janey. Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, and Bachelor of Laws degrees, and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Lisa Adebide. Shailanaz Amirali. Zlatko Azanov. Ariana Avdili. Yay! Abul Aziz. Sydney Barches. Lauren Barker. Peter Barrow. Ellis Beasley. Angela Bishop. Amber Bradbury. Adrian Branscombe. Robert Breen. Erin Bridges. Simona Busiok. Leah Card. Maya Charman. Laura Chesma. Grace Coates. Ella Cody. Jessica Cornish. Matthew Cox. Georgina Delana. Azaria Diggins. Tanga Dickey. Brian Dingwall. Teresa Dipple. Kit Douglas. Phil Drew. Emma Elliott. Vicky Ellis. Luke Etherington. Charles Evans. Brooke Ferguson. Gianfranco Fiorentino. Jessica Frogley. Lauren Fulcher. Deborah Garland. Ellie Gorn. Catherine George. Cheyenne Ginoni. Kimberly Glenn. Martin Goodman. Sarah Gretsch. Kirsty Gregory. Tracy Griffin. Natasha Grizzle. Ishwa Gurung. Melita Haley. Jasvindapal Hanspal. Kaylee Harris. Lizzie Harris. Mary Harwood. Isabel Hugill. Jessica Hill. Carla Louise Hill. Rachel Hogg. Liam Holding. Denisa Hustiu. Oskar Jastrzyewski. Anna Johansson. Lena Kolstetter. Anisha Lakhani. Molly Larkin. Kimberly Lee. Nairi Linley. Charlotte Lindsay. Tom Love. Jade Lyons. Karen Mackrell. Mariah Mahmood. Ebony Main. Kerry Maskell. Carmen Mayorga Buenano. Amanda McCarthy. Raji Mia. Victoria Miller. Christine Moore. Julie Morse. Joanna Nithsdale. Reggie Ose Bonsu. Sam Parsons. Amber Passy. Lucy Painter. Jennifer Pearson. Charlotte Ranwell. Rebecca Riegler. Samuel Serrano. Shannon Sheehan. Dawn Shelley. Stephanie Shields. Emily Sims. Erin Smith. Terence Sparks. Laura Steinmetz. Suyue Sunalgam. Leah Thompson. Ross Thorne. Benjamin Tyndall. Carla Tungate. Kaylee Turton. Emmy Summer Twyford. Amy Utting. Bailey Waitson. Emily Waring. Tom Wells. Kate West. Crystal White. Joseph Whitfield. Amber Williams. Elena Williams. And Harry Witherall. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Sabiha Akhtar. Lee Burwood. Alina David. Harry Green. Olivia Matthews. Daisy Mera.
Marissa.
Yeah, gotcha. Marissa Paul. Laura Winfield. For the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity, I present Sarj Jan.
Great girl.
Thank you.
Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests. Gamilia Fai is an expert in diversity and inclusion who contributes to economic, social, and cultural change through organizational transformation. Gamilia was born in Birmingham, but also spent time in Yemen as a child. He began his career in the publishing industry, working on a range of consumer and business magazines, and became interested in the importance of diverse representation and stories as a means of attracting new audience. After collaborating with the Commission for Racial Equality, Gamir began to develop his expertise further. He spent time gaining experience in advertising and recruiting firms, and founded his own consultancy firm, Diversity Marketplace, in 2005. Over the past 20 years, Gamir has built the business from the ground up, and today oversees an expert team of coaches, trainers, and strategists. The team specializes in helping to build truly inclusive workplaces which make the most of a diverse talent and skills, helping individuals and businesses to realize their potential. Diversity Marketplace works with organizations at every stage of people management, from recruiting to training to leadership development. It helps businesses understand where they are and what they can be, not just complying with the law, but changing culture. Clients have included leading banks, technology companies, media organizations, and firms from sectors as diverse as food and insurance, as well as major charities, universities, and government departments. Gamil is widely celebrated as an industry leader who helps people navigate complex terrain in practical and meaningful ways. He serves as a board member and strategy lead at the Center for Global Inclusion and is a board member at the Inclusion Foundation. He is one of the experts who have helped develop the Global Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion benchmarks, which help organizations develop their strategy and measure progress. He also lends his skills and expertise to the voluntary sector, ensuring that 20% of diversity marketplace work is offered pro bono, often to local businesses. He has diverse interests, ranging from supporting women in science and technology, to overcoming homelessness, to tackling global hunger. But much of his focus is on our shared local community within Milton Keynes. Gamil is the co-founder and deputy chair of the Milton Keynes Ethnic Business Community, which works to make the most of local talent and creativity, and has long-standing involvement with the International Festival and with local parks. He was recently awarded the MBE for services to diversity and inclusion. Research constantly shows that businesses benefit from diversity and inclusion, from serving customers more effectively to building stronger brand loyalty, from recruiting across the widest talent pool to strengthening employees' engagement, from enhancing problem solving and innovation to inspiring greater financial rewards. Yet, we are all aware that there have been recently a global backlash against inclusive practices, with populist forces seeking to sow division and hatred. Against this backdrop, voices like Gamil's, which promote generosity, curiosity, and openness, are more important than ever. Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Gamil Yafai.
Chancellor, staff, graduates, guests, I honestly can't tell you how much of an honour and privilege it is to be here today and to be recognised for work that I would say every single one of us needs to be doing. Some of you will already be doing phenomenal work, in supporting your communities. I come from a Yemeni background. In fact, I'm part Yemeni, part Indian, part Scottish, part Irish. And my mother was Christian, my dad was Muslim. And I consider that to be a huge strength in terms of my bicultural competency, my understanding of how to navigate between different cultures. So many of you in this room will be doing or will be capable of doing the same thing. This is not the script that I have got on my phone. Because looking at you now, I just think to myself, I've been, as a diversity strategist, I've been a diversity strategist for 25 years, set up Diversity Marketplace in 2005, and working within organizations, particularly around how they utilize or they don't utilize the talent that they have. we work with different minority groups that have been in organisations for 5, 10, 15, 20 years in the same positions as they started because they haven't been able to navigate the systems, and those systems, whether they're institutional, structural, are there. And really, to get on in this world, you have to be able to do a couple of things. One, navigate the systems that are there. And two, manage your own career. I watch so many people who have been in those positions, same positions. They're there partially because of those systems, but also because they haven't taken control of their career. And what I mean by taking control of their career, I mean, as soon as you get into a job, people always ask me, where should I start? Or when should I start looking for the next job once I've got my first one? I say from day one. And I genuinely mean that. If you want to get on in this world, you have to look at your job description, look at the next role that you want, or the next role that you think you want. Look at the skills that you have now, the criteria that you've got that job for. Look at the criteria that's for that next job that you want, and look at the gaps that you have in your knowledge, and then start working on filling those gaps. If you genuinely want to make a difference to your lives and the lives of everybody else, including your employers, because ultimately they want you to make a profit by being productive, by increasing your performance. You can do that, but you can also do it by taking control of your own careers. And it's about filling those gaps and looking at what it is that you need to be doing, whether you need to be looking for another mentor or just a mentor. But I always say to people, don't go for one mentor, go for 5. Think about those different areas, those gaps that you have, and try and find a mentor for each of those gaps, because everybody has different levels of knowledge, skill, and ability. Find the right people for you. So gain a mentor, get a coach, start looking at look at the conversations and the networks. So many, I would say 80% of the people that I work with and have worked with haven't joined networks. Think about the networks in your organizations, particularly if you're from a minoritized group, whether that's because of your disability, sometimes your gender, your sexual orientation, your religion and belief, whether you've got a caring responsibility. There are so many more networks in organizations. Join those networks, but don't just join them and sit down and listen to what people say. Join them, because if you don't have visibility and a voice, it will take you so much longer to progress. And I appreciate that there are a number of people in this room who will be neurodivergent, who will have autism, dyspraxia, ADHD, dyslexia. It won't be easy for you. And I know it won't be easy for you. I have dyslexia, and I used to hide. I can just picture myself hiding under the table whenever my English teacher wanted somebody to read a book. Those were the most terrifying moments of my life. And I know that sounds strange, but they were just horrific. But we can achieve stuff, but you need support. And again, if you are neurodiverse, there are so many more organizations, so many more people that can help you. I'm an introvert. I've had to learn to be extroverted, to be able to do the work that I'm passionate about and that I'm interested in. I'm so appreciative of the Open University. One, because in 2011, when my business was going, you could say, we were struggling. I actually got a room in one of the Open University centres, and they charged me £100 a month for telephones, the internet, and two tables. And to be honest with you, that really helped me and my company accelerate. wherever career you go into, wherever occupation you land in, because some of you will land in, positions that you would never have expected. Make the most of them, but always have that goal in mind of what you want to achieve. And work towards it. Don't give up on what you do. People often ask me, how did I find my way into diversity and inclusion? I don't think anybody ever sort of purposely aims to work within diversity and inclusion. I genuinely believe there is something that finds you. So diversity and inclusion found me, and I'm privileged to do the work that I do. But I'm also conscious that there are many barriers out there. So please, 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 take control of your own career. Don't wait for managers to promote you. Push yourselves. Within the Asian community, we believe that if we do good work, we'll be rewarded for it. It may happen sometime, but unless you push yourself forward, and again, having that visibility and voice is crucial. You don't have to shout loudly. You just have to make sure that people know that, one, you're in the room, and two, that you find ways of inviting yourself to the table if you're not already there. So I just want to say thank you again to the Open University for bestowing on me this huge, huge privilege. And for me, it's about not just role modeling to the wider society. It's particularly special for my own Yemeni community, whose kids are still to this day performing below school dinner levels at school. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees, and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Laura Allen. Zara Anderson. Lee Andrews. Anthony Appiah. Harry Federico Ash. Ryan Atkinson. Christine Avenel. Kerry Baker. Vincent Balke. Misha Barry. Anjulka Bartlett. Bartlett. Leah Bass. Emma Beals. Beverly Bird. Sarah Boyle. Aidan Brown. Tara Bryant. Freya Burridge. Philip Cave. Georgia Clegg. Keely Colborne. Adam Cook. Callie Corcoran. Laura Cousins. Kelly Cowell. Anne Craddock. Cameron Davidson. Yvonne Derrick. Susan Devereux. Serenia Dinesh Kumar. Louise Drury. Hannah Edmonds. Wendy Lane. Lisa Edmonds. Samantha Fernandez. Elliot Fletcher. Matthew Forbes. Shireen Ford. Jamie Ford. Rebecca Furs. Nibesh Gale. Naomi Gorvin. Gaynor Grounds. Khalil Hajat. Michelle Hare. Oliver Hashani. Helen Harvey. Kelly Heald. Melanie Horner. Charlotte Holdsworth. Austin Niamu. Stephen Jones. Elizabeth Jordan. Amy Keast. Sarah Kennedy. Daisy Kirby Smith. Helena Kirby. Rachel Knight. Judita Kavederaitia. Sorry, is that? That was a hard one. Rachel Lander. Sarah McInnes. Nicole Marr. Susana Martinez Ranu. Oksana Maslenikova. Addie Maunder. Anna McCullum. Paolo Melissa. Joshua Moore. John Morrison. Giselle Musiki, sorry, I'm having a bad day. Giselle Musica, sorry. Tina Monday. Andrea Noado. Marion Nueigbo. Joseph Olson. Matt Palmer. Victoria Palmer. Amy Jane Pask. Neil Payne. Lacey Pierce. Julie Shepherd. Thomas Price. Jordan Puttock. Abigail Ratcliffe. Abigail Renata. Sharon Richards. Toby Roberts. Jay Robinson. Michelle Robinson. Beth Rook. Jenna Samsley. Karen Sherratt. Sean Solly. David Sousa. Luke Syred. Elizabeth E. Taylor. Petra Teal. Sapana Thapa. Kira Thompson Martin. Kira Totti. Federica Triunfo. Amy Turner. Elizabeth Turner. Jade Valelli. Darwin Veloz Nieto. Sweenoella. Anya Vittler. Ellie Watson. Rosalind Weller. James Wildman. Abigail Wilkes. Charlotte Wilson. Jessica Winstanley. And Olivia Wood. For a foundation degree, I present Nicola Richardson. And for a Diploma of Higher Education, I present Christina Benza. Jean Goodrich. Corinne McLean. Heather Jordan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Abdullah Bashir. For a Diploma of Higher Education, I present Maria Peters. Emma Quest. Rosemary Smith. Jasmine Stringer. Bobby Walkden. Elizabeth Woodgate. And Amelia Woodham.
Well, wasn't that fantastic? I think we should give all our graduates one more enormous round of applause. Fantastic. It's amazing to have my job for many reasons, but one of the reasons is because as I stand watching people come across the stage, it falls into a few categories. Some people bouncing across, so happy, want to take a selfie, punch the air, wave at family. Some people want to get off the stage as quickly as possible. It's way worse getting on the stage than doing a degree. And some people have something to share, want to tell me something that they've been up against while they've been doing this mammoth achievement. And I always cry, so I apologize if I cried while I was shaking your hand, but I find your stories and what you've been through to achieve what you've done really inspiring and humbling. We talk about part-time students, but we all know that's a load of nonsense at the Open University, don't we? You're normally double-time students. Not only of over 60% of our students are in work, but people have caring responsibilities. Someone here told me they have 5 children, which I'm still reeling from. People are dealing with looking after elderly parents, sick parents. There's often been traumatic things that people have been through, physically, mentally, grief, whatever it might be. So I salute you even more for keeping going with your degree. People told me that they've been studying for decades, a few years, somewhere in between. But what is always resonant is your complete determination to continue and complete your learning and complete your academic course with the Open University. And I find that truly humbling and inspiring. But I know that none of that would also be possible without some of the people in this room with you. And I personally always find it completely overwhelming when someone shouts, "Well done, Mum," out from the audience, or "Go, Grandma," because you know that it's not just you that's coming up on the stage, but it's your incredible support network. And that's why we're so happy to see so many of you here today. So now I think we really need to give the biggest cheer, not for the graduates, they've done pretty well, but for the people that have supported them, because we know that there have been tantrums, there have been difficult moments, there have been irritability, there's been late nights, there's been early starts, but you got here and you did it as a team. So I think we should give the biggest round of applause for the people that have helped you get here today. Woo, woo, woo! Thank you. Woo, woo, woo! Thank you for everything you do to build the OU family. Now, today isn't the end of your journey with us. You're now always going to be connected to our wonderful university. We'd love you to share all the experiences that you've had with our #OU family. But more than that, come back, do another degree. I know you probably can't face it right now, but you'll always be part of the network of alumni from the Open University. And as you guys know, it's a pretty special place. One of the only universities in the world that welcomes everybody into its arms. You know, I met people on stage today who were nurses, who wanted to be teachers, who had done sports degrees. A lot of psychologists, which is interesting, a couple of criminologists, so we better behave. But people, all of whom are doing this in order to make a small change in their lives, to learn more, to improve something they're doing. And that's so core to the philosophy of the Open University. Oh no, it's not up there, sometimes it's up there. Our motto, to learn and live, to live and learn. Never stop learning. If we do, then we're really in trouble. Because it may have not escaped your notice that the world is not in its most spectacular place right now. We're facing a few tsunamis, in my opinion. We've got the climate crisis, we've got the changes in technology, we've got the complexities around the geopolitics that we're seeing on a daily basis unfold from all over the world. So we need all of you with your newfound skills and knowledge to go forward and engage and improve the world. Even if it feels like things are out of your reach, in my experience, that's never the case. One person really can make a dramatic difference. And if we ever give up that hope, then I really think we're going to be in a dark place. But I know that you've taken that first step by choosing to engage with your education, with the Open University. And it's a university that takes that very seriously, that commitment to learning, that commitment to research. As you may know, we've got space rockets up in the sky because of the Open University, and we've got amazing research going down on into the deep, deep bits of the ocean. No corner of our universe is safe from our amazing research academics and learners. And as I say, this is the moment in time when we need you most. And as our brilliant honorary graduate said earlier, you have power now, you have agency, you can make the world a better place around you, and I know you will. So enjoy this moment. Thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you to all of your support networks. Stay in touch with us. We're so proud of you. Thank you to all the academics that have helped get you here as well. And with that, I'll ask those graduates that can stand to stand, please. And we'll close the ceremony today. Thank you.